sorry. I thought it was
No worries.
New Orleans time. So
Evening. Oh, what's for? Okay. What time is it there now?
it's 8:35 a.m. So we're Central Time. So New York is 9:35.
Oh, okay. My bad. I didn't know because I thought you were in New York. Okay. Oh well.
Lovely New Orleans, and I'm in my
All right.
card. I'm in.
Yeah, I saw. Actually, I watched a bit of your live also with the Rum Bishop. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. Same. I like the color of your porch or that part
my
of your
courtyard.
house.
It's my pumpkin courtyard. You can kind of see my garden, my house. It's a lot of oranges and blues and.
Oh wow!
Good
Yeah,
stuff.
I love orange. In fact, happy World Cocktail Day to you.
Happy World Cocktail Day!
Yeah, I already. Oh, you have yours already.
It's actually just iced tea. It's just iced tea.
Oh,
right
okay.
now, but maybe later.
All right, you never know. Okay, so yeah, let's I'll start formally. So good evening, welcome to Toma Sessions Live with Richie, Cruz, your host. And today is, like I said, it's World Cocktail Day. So get those shakers shaking and make those cocktails wherever you are in the part of the world. As they say, it's 5:00 somewhere, and we're pretty lucky or pretty blessed to have our guest. It's a good follow up to our guest last Monday, Cocktail Maestro, and now we have. Yeah, super. I mean, you've also were there when I had Rebecca, right? In fact, I left her a message. I sent her a message because when I can contact you, I was looking for your WhatsApp, but apparently she's busy, I think, with the Dubai Bartenders Day. So
She's super busy. Yeah.
yeah, she's got her hands full for sure. Okay.
My friend Pam
so
just joined. Hey Pam.
hello,
My good
Miss
friend
Pam.
from Miami.
All right.
It's amazing.
Welcome. And Carol Ko is back. Okay, so I think we'll know more about our guest, but of course one of the thing that how do you call it, her tag or her main thing is what I've been talking about to our guest before you went live, because Tales of the Cocktail Foundation or Tales of the Cocktail, I've known that since 2012.
Wow.
Online, I've been researching, I've been applying for CAP. We'll discuss that later, and it's something that the Philippines needs to know. It's for me. I always had the impression that it's the biggest cocktail convention or bartending convention in the planet.
Yeah.
And it's in my bucket list. But I was telling them also you need 2 rides. You need to fly Philippines to LA or San Francisco, then San Francisco to New Orleans. So, but without further ado, let's all welcome Caroline Rosen. All the way from New Orleans.
I know. You're getting Caroline before she does her makeup and hair, but I was like, you know what? It's corny.
Oh, you're
chic, right?
You're still gorgeous. Yeah. Well, I remember because your name is what I usually sing to my guests before in the cruise line. You know, Sweet Caroline, pam, pam, pam. Good times never felt so good. Okay, anyway. So good. All right. Okay, so Caroline, maybe for starters, who is Caroline? What's your background, or how long have you been in the hospitality industry? If you've been here since day one, so tell us something about yourself.
I mean, first of all, thanks so much for having me on, and it's so exciting to see all of our dear friends and people that we want to meet joining in, which is lovely. I am Caroline Rosen. I'm the president of the Tales of the Cocktail Foundation. I'm originally from Alabama, but I live here in New Orleans, Louisiana, and this is truly home for me. I've been in the hospitality industry for over 10 years. I really found a niche of nonprofit hospitality work. So I've worked with bartenders, I've worked with chefs, with really creating sustainable foundations I love to eat. I love to drink. And I think hospitality people are the best people in the world. And so there was a point in my life where I had a chance to go into fashion. And I remember.
Yeah, I can see that. You're still pretty much fashionable. Okay.
I love a caftan. I love anything that'll flow. We're about to get into the hot season, which I'm sure you can appreciate. But no, my passion is hospitality and helping people, and I love being in New Orleans. So always trying to get people to visit here. And yes, we will have to get you here. We need to have some of the CAPS leadership on, so we can get them on here too. But yeah, that's Caroline.
So, but before hospitality, what's your background? Are you like a business major? Are you?
Yeah, so I was actually a psychology neuroscience major, which sounds fancy. It is not. I was pre-med, and so I wanted to go to medical school, and then I found out how much it cost to go to medical school and how much you had to go to debt. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And so then I was doing healthcare. I was doing healthcare work. I was actually working for a group that did a lot of best practices and consulting. And then my mom got sick, and I needed to go home for a little bit. And one of my dearest friends' family owned this company called Mountain Valley Spring Water. It's the oldest bottled water in the U.S. Yeah, actually, I brought it to Tails forever ago. I was the first water sponsor of Tails. And so from there, what I figured out, and I ended up working from a sales rep to a national marketing director, and I found that bartenders and chefs, if I could actually get them to fall in love with this product, I could support them, I could do different things with them, and so I did that. Then I owned a couple of restaurants, which, owning restaurants, I applaud anyone that can do it. It is not for the light of heart. It was, I like to say I failed a ton, and that was definitely a great thing to learn.
Yes.
So did that, and then I came back to run John Besh's foundation here in New Orleans, and then I helped Elron Sanchez open up his foundation, and was lucky to get the right call and be here when Tails needed someone. So that's it.
Nice. Well, being a psychology background, or having a psychology background, helps pretty much in what you're doing now. I mean, right?
I feel like I might need it more than anyone. I'm sure people are like.
Okay, you tell us something about, especially for those of our viewers that hasn't been to New Orleans, because, like me, you will ask me, of course I know New Orleans now, but the thing that is my fondest memories of New Orleans when I was still maybe in college or high school was when Snoop Dogg was there, right? There's a video of Snoop Dogg and he's in New Orleans with the beats and stuff, for adults only, but yeah, that's pretty much what I know about New Orleans. And then it's actually part of I watched this Netflix movie about the hip hop. So I think New Orleans was one of those cities that started hip hop. So so what is New Orleans?
So New Orleans is really interesting because what I like to say is that we have the most culture mirrors in the U.S. When you look at our music, whether it's jazz or it's rap, it is definitely unique. It's something that is for all races, all colors, all incomes. Like, everyone gathers around music, everyone gathers around drinks. There are 11 to 18, depending on who you talk to, drinks that were created in New Orleans. And the fact that we still have Chris Hanna here, who's created some of the most amazing drinks today, is spectacular. So we've got music, we've got cocktails, and we've got food. I mean, our cuisine is a melting pot. And the most beautiful thing about New Orleans is I tell everyone I was raised in like a very strict Southern family. I was supposed to be a doctor or a lawyer. I was supposed to do X, Y, and Z. And New Orleans just lets you live. It really embraces you. It doesn't always make sense. New Orleans, we take off 2 weeks for Mardi Gras. But it's something that the whole city loves. And it's not just, you think of Mardi Gras and they think of like boobs and beads, but it's families. I mean, you can go uptown and you see these beautiful parades, and it's people sharing punches, sharing food. On Mardi Gras Day, I live downtown right outside the French Quarter. And on Mardi Gras Day, I just open up my doors, and we have a bartender, and we have fried chicken, and we literally just open people into our homes off the street. And that's just how New Orleans is. It's truly, when you think about hospitality, and obviously I'm biased, I think it's the greatest hospitality city in the world, because it's just what we love. It's just every inch and fiber. And our city is a tourist town. I mean, it's a hospitality-driven town. And we are just getting out of what would typically be our high season. And so as we look at what are we going to do next and how are we going to come out of this, it's scary. But I can tell you that music is starting to come back alive on the streets. We're starting to see people walk around. Everybody's respectful. It'll be interesting. I just saw a friend from Atlanta, Steven Satterfield, who's an amazing chef, join. And, we have the capability for restaurants to open back up on Friday at 20 to 25% capacity. Bars without a kitchen still are not allowed to open up. We can't do to-go drinks, really. I mean, it's bonkers. But
Yep.
the city, you can start to feel the city's coming back, and that's something that you just can't take away. It's the music, the food, and the drinks.
Okay. All right, guys. So you heard that music, food, and drinks. So okay, let's relate this to Tales of the Cocktail now. Is Tales of the Cocktail okay? Tales of the Cocktail happens usually.
Sorry.
Hello, Gail. Hi, I'm Richie. Welcome. Welcome to Toma Sessions.
Have you ever had Foursquare rum? Because if not, that's the woman you need to have on. Oh,
not yet.
Some of the best rum ever.
I love rum, but we have a bar here called the Buccaneers. So they have a good selection of rum. And it's a good concept. It's pretty much like a pirate type of bar. So
Ooh.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. What do you call this? So is Tales of the Cocktail? Okay, you have Mardi Gras, then Tales of the Cocktail. I know that Tales is done every July, right? Mm-hmm. So when is Mardi Gras?
So Mardi Gras, it falls on the Lenten calendar. Is that how you say it? It depends. So it's definitely anywhere from February to March.
Oh, okay. So these are two like separate quarters in the calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's go to Tales of the Cocktail. So what is Tales of the Cocktail?
Yeah. Well, Tales of the Cocktail is one of the largest gathering of spirits professionals, makers, experts in the world. So we have about 30,000 people that come to July for the last week of July, and it's really a celebration. It's education. We had 92 seminars slated this year. It's an opportunity to network. It's an opportunity to launch new products. We also recognize some of the best in the world at that time. We have our Spirited Awards as well as our Dame Hall of Fame. And it's really our flag, as a foundation, it's our flagship fundraiser. So Tales of the Cocktail has been around, thanks Gail, Tales of the Cocktail has been around for 18 years. However, I came in as the president in 2018. When it was turned into Tales of the Cocktail Foundation. So our goal is to raise money to then be able to give it away through our grants process.
Okay.
So that's Tales. I mean, we also go on tour, which is lovely. We went to Puerto Rico 2 years ago. Sadly, because of COVID, we had to cancel going back to Puerto Rico this year. But we usually travel in the spring or fall, and then we invite everyone to New Orleans in the summer.
And you did Mexico also, right? Tales
Yes.
does Mexico also before. Okay.
We've done Mexico
So, but
City, Dublin.
how is that? Okay, talking about that, because I've tried producing small pocket events here in the Philippines. It's called the Philippine Beverage Congress, but it's basically just housing everyone in one big theater, and then I got some speakers, no. But is it a possibility to bring Tales all the way to Southeast Asia, say like here in the Philippines? I mean, I know it would cost a lot, but because it's on the business side, I know for a fact that because I tried that before. Once upon a time, I asked Tales also, but then again, it's hard to how do you call that? Sell the concept of Tales, especially if we are not aware or we're not informed about it. But now, maybe now that you're here, how is that? I mean, what are we to look at for that to happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that our goal is to be able to bring education and gather community all over the world. We are a nonprofit. Everyone sees Tales and thinks like, oh, big guy, but we're very scrappy. There's a group of 6 of us that really produce everything, which is pretty epic. At this point in time, I think everything is new now, right? Like, what is Tales going to look like when we get back together? But what I would say is that we get a group of partners together that were excited, and then we would have to find people locally on the ground, like, that really wanted to make it happen, because, we want to do it for that community. We want to come in partnership and make sure that we are really being good partners, bringing that education, putting that spotlight on what I'm sure is an amazing community and what you already have, and supplement that. So when we were in Puerto Rico, we were really, really lucky to work with the whole team at La Factoria. And so they truly, introduced us to the community. We hosted events with them, and they were kind of our Sherpas on the ground. So you're going to have to be our Sherpa on the ground over there. But we'd love to talk about it. Yeah.
For sure. Well, which incidentally, I was actually the global attaché for the Philippines. But, I don't, okay, at that point, it's an honor. But I of course, I heard your conversation with Ram Bishop, right?
Yeah.
If things are in the fold or you have plans for that, do let me know. I mean, like I've been always advocating Tales of the Cocktail ever since I knew it. But then again, it's now that we have viewers, I think the more they would understand and appreciate what it's all about. But it's really kind of interesting and to see what's gonna happen this July. You know what I mean. So it's in a way, if everything will be online and whatnot, I think there will be more connection. I think it's gonna be a blessing in disguise, at least like a preview, to give a preview of what's happening in Tales on that side of the world, and then get people hyped and pumped so that they can prepare next year. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
So okay.
And just like I told Ron Bishop and Gail's so sweet, we do community service days on our tour, which are awesome. And thanks for bringing that up, Gail. But I want to tell you what I told Ron Bishop too is, there's going to be this component where like I really want bars all across the globe to be able to join in a happy hour or toast and become a Tales bar for this. So I would love for your help as we start looking at the Philippines and give you all that information. So if anyone's interested, or any bars or bartenders, I would love for you to spread the word.
Yeah, please. I mean, it's about time. It's about time that to have tails here. In fact, I don't. Well, it's gonna be cool. Like now, we have one of our viewers is Ryan. He is the brand ambassador for Diageo Philippines.
Oh, nice.
So I think he can hear this, and if everybody, I think everybody would be all in on this. It's just a matter of really maybe setting a meeting and how this will go to, because and maybe have a template, because even I don't know if you've attended the Singapore Cocktail Festival.
No,
probably not. Yeah. So we're trying to replicate that here. So far so good. I mean, baby steps. It's always baby steps for events. Our major challenge here is one, traffic, and two, the Philippines is, I would say, an archipelago. So in terms of city, because we don't have, like in New Orleans, you can basically walk and see one bar to the next, right? We have a certain area here, but we're like sporadic, if that's the proper word, but yeah, I think it's possible. Okay, one guest we have now, a viewer, is Dicky Hartono. He's the bar manager of Shangri-La in the Philippines.
Hi, Dicky.
There's one bar. Actually, I don't know, the back room. The back room is actually part of Best Bars. I think they were nominated at some point. The back room. Yeah.
Awesome.
So okay, let's move on to CAP. So yeah, I mean, it's how does one get into CAP? I'm really interested because I've asked a lot of people, just to name a few. I've asked Joanne for some advice. I've asked for Dawn for some advice also. I mean, it's like, is it? Yeah, well, okay, how
do you... Well, first of all, I need to connect you with the wonderful Alex Smith from our team, because she is the keeper of all the caps. I mean, the caps it's a really, I mean, so for people that don't know what the caps are, it's the Cocktail Apprentice Program. And it is really the training. It is like a fraternity. It is a community where there are different ranks. There's red coat, there's gray coat, there's black coat, there's white coat, and obviously you have to be a red coat for X amount of years to move on up. But it is truly a wonderful community that we serve globally. I think that we had over... I'm going to get it wrong, so don't quote me, but we had over 750 applications this year for 60 different spots. And so 20 of those would be, for that red coat. I know that it's like a 3-part process, and again, we need to get some of our cocktail apprentice leadership on here to speak definitively to it. But it's a blind process where, they read through applications and they don't know who it is, or and then there's references. So what I would say is you're obviously reaching out to the right people. Don is one of the founders of it and is still a great mentor. I would also like to introduce you to the caps the CAP leadership that we currently have, because they are always so giving of their time. They're always so generous, and just let me put you in touch with them, because they may have some tips. I really am just in awe of the process. It was really, when we came in February 2018 to shake things up, it was one of the cornerstones, and it's just beautiful. So I don't have a straight answer for you, but I promise you that I can put you in touch with the people that know more about it.
No worries. In fact, one of the things that I look forward to CAP is the experience of serving thousands of people, being part of a team, and sleepless nights and whatnot, but it's all worth it, because we're bartenders at the end of the day, and it's always nice to get your feet wet with a bunch of people, I mean, diversity wise, so exchange of culture and knowledge. So that's one thing I I always look forward to. That's why I keep. Well, I missed this year in application because I also incidentally own a bartending school here in Manila.
Everything. Oh my gosh.
No, but I'm under.
School, planning an event,
And now, I mean, we try to do meet well, but now because of COVID, because I'm accredited by the government, they're still studying when the right time to reactivate. That's why my plan B is to go social media, and that's where Toma Sessions was born, basically, because I need to reach out to a bigger audience. But another thing that, well, actually after CAP is the grants, because we also tried applying through the grants once upon a time, because the school we have is about sustaining bartenders, sustaining in a way that normally, of course, we cannot. How do you call this? People will always look for greener pastures for whatever reason. And the thing, Philippines is, again, this is just, don't quote me on this, but this is just my impression, because once upon a time I did this. We like to travel abroad. We're always in the brain drain of things, you know what I mean?
Right,
and as much as I'm saddened by that, but it's a choice. So the challenge for me is I need to train more people.
Yeah.
So that the people that leave, okay, because the one that suffers basically is the business, it's the bars, it's the restaurants, it's the hotels. So that's where the bartender sustainability came to play. That's my motto, because you cannot hold people where they want to go. Yeah. But people who want to learn is where we come in. So, and that's why we tried applying in the grant. But then again, we were not really, how do you call it? We don't know the technical stuff about it. But like our target is to produce like maybe 1,000 bartenders in 1 year.
Huge.
So, but not yet. Well, we can't do that yet.
That's a great goal. I mean, I think that for the Cocktail Apprentice program and for the grants program, my biggest piece of advice would be continue to apply, continue to reach out. Alba Horta, who's one of my dearest friends, who is one of the co-chairs, along with Eric Bennett and Kelly Thorne for the grants committee. Everyone is so generous of their times, and so, if you're looking to apply again, when we can apply again, I would love to connect you with them, because that's such a beautiful thing, and that's what the grants process is set up for. It's set up to educate, advance, and support, and you are educating, advancing, and supporting everyone in your community. Can you hear my husband's music in the background? Can you hear it? He's like blaring.
Yeah, hip hop. Yeah, it's okay.
Great.
It's not that loud. It's okay. No. It's all good. It's all good.
Look at the soul. I'm like,
it's not that
early
loud.
in the kitchen. Now he's finally turning it down. I'm like, dude.
Well, that's New Orleans. That's New Orleans. It's okay. All good. You're all good.
I was just like, could you hear that music? He was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh my gosh.
No, it's cool.
Yeah, you were jamming, man. He was
it's good. Well, I like your husband already.
Master P.
What kind of music?
Is Master P from New Orleans?
Yeah.
Master P is from New Orleans. Brett.
Yeah. That's classic. I said I watch Netflix, so Master P.
Netflix.
Nice. So he knows Master P?
He knows Master P.
There's a movie called I Got the Hookup, all about Master P selling cell phones.
Brent says you should also watch I Got the Hookup, and it's all about Master P selling cell phones.
I'm trying to download now all the old school album of New Orleans. So yeah, maybe if we meet, we can jam or whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. I love it already. Okay, let's talk about cocktails now. So what's the first cocktail did you taste in your, maybe when you were young, in your college or in your teens? Yeah.
So, got some girls from Texas on here.
Hey.
No, I mean, dad always drank a dirty martini. And so I remember being 12 years old and sitting on a stool and making a drink for my dad. So that I have like a really fond memory of. And then punches. You know, my grandmother would make these great punches.
Your grandma? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Your grandma was a bartender or just a hobby, home bartender?
No, I mean, you know, that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about is like, I'm not a bartender, but I get to work and learn from so many, the best bartenders in the world, that I want people not to feel intimidated to make punches, make drinks at home, you know, just for the average human, but it's for entertaining too. Like if you look at hospitality, what we're talking about, like every party I have, I've got a big old punch because I want to be able to walk around. I want to be able to chat. Like I'll do some specialty drinks in there as well, but always a punch. Always, always, always. And so those are two of my favorite. Those are like where I have the fondest memories. I've got a dear friend, Maggie Morgan, who was at Manolito and Jewel of the South here in New Orleans. She's moving to New York. She's been quarantining with us in our guest house, and she's really helped me. I didn't realize that I could batch so many amazing cocktails.
Ah, nice,
I've got
sweet.
martinis batched. We've got Negronis batched. I've got like a whole. When they can start popping by again, I'm going to be able to whip things out very quickly.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I look forward to that. Nice. Okay, so do you like your martini dirty also, or?
You know, I like a 50-50 now. I'm a 50-50 girl now. And I used to just be a vodka girl. I mean, listen, I'm going to tell it like it is. Now I love a gin martini. But I definitely, a lot of my goal through this quarantine has been getting good friends of mine who aren't in the industry to not feel overwhelmed by cocktails. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but what's your other? Okay, so punches, martinis. Do you have a top three? Do you have a third favorite cocktail?
I mean, a Negroni or daiquiri. A daiquiri. I had the best daiquiri.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's World Cocktail Day anyway, right? So yeah, it's daiquiri time. Yeah. So I made actually the cocktail I made is somewhat a twist, but this is gin based, the jasmine. So it's gin, Cointreau, Campari, and lemon. But I did add aquafaba. I used aquafaba just for the froth for vegan. It's like a vegan substitute.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I love it. It's tasty. Okay. Shout out again to everybody that's joining us right now. So Dick is there. Jerry is from Hong Kong. So shout out to Hong Kong. They're open. They're back. Well, we don't know if it's normal, not back to normal, but they're back in business. So that's a good thing. The next thing. Okay, let's go to the Spirited Awards. Let's go to the Spirited Awards.
And I think there's also a great question on here as well. I'd love to chat about after. But let's talk about Spirited Awards first. So
I just want to take the feature birthday. We'll go into this after by Lennon. Lennon is also a good friend. He's a bar manager of one of the hotels here in the Philippines. Okay, so Spirited Awards. So how extensive is the reach of the judges and the voters? It's like because it's always runs through. I mean, I'm a bystander. I'm like looking from the outside here, right? But it really makes me wonder, how do these guys, although there are rules, I've read the rules, but then again, for example, you need two flights going to the Philippines, right? Although there has been maybe 2-3 bars that have been nominated here, but then again, there's a lot of bars here. So it's I could imagine, let's say if I were a judge, or a blind, how do they call this, undercover judge, or a mystery judge, I can't really have the patience to go to another bar because it's traffic. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, so but how does that work? How does that work in a nutshell?
So starting 2 years ago, we went from just having we have chairs. We have 12 regional chairs, and again, you're going to have to double check me on a lot of this because I don't have it in front of me. But we have 12. We had 12 different regions, and what we started 2 years ago were regional judges. So we now have, it's 328 or 238. I cannot remember. Judges across the globe. So you're broken down into a region, and each of those regions has a regional chair. That's when we started the regional awards, because a part of the voting process is that you have to have actually been to that bar. And that's tough, right? When you get outside of New York and London and Singapore, and you get out of the big hubs, that is for any award across that has a stipulation that you have to have been there. It's tough. And even in the South, if you're outside of New Orleans, it's tough. So I think that, we do a round where, I'm really, really passionate about the regionals. So we have the regionals, and then we have top 10, top 4, and the Spirited Awards. There's 3 rounds of voting to nominate. Anyone in the world can nominate. I personally think that you should nominate yourself. There's one little button on there that says who nominated you, and everyone thinks that people will look badly upon that, but that's not the case. That's just to be able to email that person if there's a question. We use the software, the same software that the Emmys uses. It's called Open Water. It's supposed to be the most fair, but it's an awards, and so something that Charlotte Voicey, who is globally head of Bloom Grant, who runs who's the co-chair of our awards, we need to sit down and really be thoughtful around this year about having them, because so many of our friends, most all of our friends, are not working right now, or they're working under a strained circumstance. And we decided to proceed with them, knowing that it would be tough, but we wanted to honor those that have worked so hard to do so much for our community, even during this crazy time.
Hello?
I'm back. Can you see me?
Yeah, you're back.
And my friend Nandini just joined, and my friend Eve just joined. But no, so that's how it works. And everyone asks how do you is there a method? And the answer is no. I mean, being active in your community, being active in the spirits community, I think being able to tell your story, and like you said, these are ways that we can connect now virtually, way more than we had in the past. So there's no magic. There's no specific way, but it's a process that we're always evaluating, and very excited about the list this year.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Actually, I sent Charlotte a message. Well, she doesn't know me yet, but I wanted to also bring her on board if she would have the time. I'm just waiting for her reply, because slowly but surely. Because Dawn, a shameless plug, Dawn will be here next month. I invited Dawn to join us also, because I appreciated when I went to New York 2016-17. We had coffee. We had a good chat about stuff, and he's always he has when he has time, he's there for you. Okay, so shout out to Don Robert. All right. Okay. Let's go to Lennon's question. Hi, Caroline. Tales is well known for organizing amazing bartending festivals. I just want to ask your take on what's the future of having bartending tours and festivals after COVID. I think go ahead. Any specifics?
This is the question on everyone's mind. And I don't think that there is there is no perfect answer. I can tell you that I definitely think, our community wants to continue to gather as long as it's safe. And I think that we're all going to have to be very gentle with one another as we go through this. And, that's the one thing that I think I want to let everyone know is that, we're going to mess up. People are going to mess up. Festivals are going to mess up. And to come to us, ask us questions. Because I can promise you that our intention is in the right place. And, we want to open as soon as possible. We want to start planning as soon as possible. But I think it's going to be a long year for that. I sure hope it's different. I don't have anything specifically, I still don't have any travel on my books. Actually, I booked a trip to Puerto Rico in November, but it's all refundable. So to answer your question, I'm not sure what's going to happen. We're definitely going to do the digital version this year and celebrate how we can. And the other part of that is we want to take it to the communities. So in the Philippines during Tales, I want y'all to be celebrating and in your bars, but again, then have that education that brings us all together. So
Lennon, I think Discovery Premiere can do that, no? Can you do a thumbs up? Yeah. Because he manages a hotel that has 3 outlets or 4 outlets.
Wow.
They're pretty good. They have a gin buffet also. So when I had Rebecca, well, her brand is in their hotel. So I think that's possible. Right now, I'm hooking you up with the bartenders here, and it's really exciting because you want to be part. Me, I always want to be active and involved in what's happening, even if I'm all the way here in Southeast Asia. There you go. So Lennon gave a thumbs up. So
4 bars.
I think we can make that happen. One step at a time. It's just a matter of So in that regard, are these details gonna be mentioned in the Tales website?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we're still working on them right now, but absolutely, we're going to have opportunities, and I'll share everything with you. It'll be on the website, and it'll be on our social, and I'm really excited about it.
Okay. So how often do you guys meet? I figure maybe every day you have with the guys, with the Tales guys. How often do you do the Zoom meeting? Every day or
with our team?
Or once a week? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Our team, we've got a Zoom meeting in about 15 minutes. But our team is on Zoom all day long, it feels like. But it's great because, one of the things that my team's really wonderful about is working from home. So I've definitely loved getting to see what they've been up to while they've been at home. I've been gardening a lot, so I'm very into my garden right now. So,
okay, well, you have a green thumb. Yeah, you have a green thumb. That's good. I love to have a green thumb. Okay, since you have 15 minutes before your meeting, let's do a game. Let's shift to a game. Let's do a fast talk. So you've heard of a fast talk, right? It's really something. Okay. This pretty chill. So I'm just gonna ask you, let's say, 10 questions. So you have to choose one, right? So okay. Let's start this. Jazz or pop?
Jazz, all day.
Okay. Next, coffee or tea?
Tea, all day.
Tea, okay. Plane or train?
Oh, plane.
Okay. All right. Shaken or stirred?
I usually like my things a little bit more diluted. I'm going to say shaken.
Okay, perfect. Lemon or lime?
Lime.
Okay. Lager or IPA?
Neither.
Okay, so you're not a beer person. You're really a cocktail person. Okay, no, that's cool. That's cool.
The goal.
Okay, why not? Why don't you like?
I'll drink it. I will absolutely have a beer, but if I were to have cocktails, wine, then beer. But I
Okay.
an IPA, something lighter.
All right. Okay, next is fish or chicken.
Both. Don't make me
Okay.
choose. Don't make me choose.
Okay. Red or white? So now we're talking about wine. So red or white?
Oh, white. And I'll spritz it. I mean, watch out. I will spritz a white wine. No.
Nice. Okay. Brandy or bourbon?
Bourbon.
Or cognac or bourbon? Okay. So that's your base for your Sazerac.
Yep.
I'm assuming. Okay.
Not always the most popular stance, but yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. Because I've read the history of that, and it's up for discussion, and at the end of the day, it's who's drinking. What base you wanna use. Okay. So that's our fast talk. Again, shout. Yeah. No, it's pretty chill, and maybe okay. Let's see if there's still some questions. So shout out to Faye. So she's also one of our top female bartenders in the country. She works for Okada Cove, Manila, and then. Who else is here?
Yeah.
Lauren is also quite young bartender, but he works in a tequila bar.
No.
Who else is here?
Yeah. Does anyone else have any questions for me before I kick off?
Because I know you have to. But do you have any questions? Are you curious? Anything that you're curious of in the Philippine bartending scene, or what have you?
Richie, so are y'all open yet? Like, give me the quick rundown. Like, where are y'all in the...
Okay. Well, it's technically like I said, we have different regions, different cities. In one, like Metro Manila is the central business district. There are two cities that don't have liquor ban. Okay, that's one. But the bars the bars are closed. When I say liquor ban, you can buy liquor basically in supermarkets. Some bars can do cocktail to go.
Yeah.
But majority of the cities have a liquor ban, so you can't really buy alcohol even in 7-Eleven. But there's supposed to be the quarantine period ends on the 15th. But unfortunately, no, it's gonna be extended. There are some modifications, like for example, public transport. The bars with this ridiculous 6 feet distancing and whatnot. I mean, it's crazy but interesting how we really gonna figure this out. But yeah, I mean, like as I was saying, the bartenders are pretty much involved. We thank the brands because we have some stuff going on, like they make their cocktail video, or hi there.
Sorry, this is Brent Rosen. He just wanted to make sure that if you had any other hip hop questions.
Yes, I'm
Mr. P. Yeah, that's another topic. No, but
we'll talk all about
but
hip hop. I'll bring on a couple.
Yeah, man.
I got
it's
friends who
interesting.
would love to talk to you.
And the twerking originated there. See, I know, right? I know. So,
Well, y'all have a good interview. I'm going to work.
So next time that you're in New Orleans, and I'm not trying to cut you off, but Brent runs the National Food and Beverage Foundation, as well as the Southern Food and Beverage Museum and the Museum of the American Cocktail.
And I've got all kinds of cool stuff.
Nice.
Come and see it.
So next time.
Okay, so I'll schedule you next time for Toma sessions. Toma means drink, so it's basically like a drinking session, right? Yeah.
I'd love to chat.
Our friend Mario's here. Have you
But the time.
Love you, dear.
Mario? Bye. Love you.
Bye, y'all.
Bio.
Richie, have you watched Mario's? Do you know Mario? You gotta meet Mario.
Mario.
So Mario, I don't know how to say your last name. He just joined. He just said hello, but he is one of the leading bartenders in Italy, and he's got his own show. And you should have him on. He's an absolute hoot. I can't wait to go visit Italy when this is all over. I can't wait to visit the Philippines as well. So anyway.
Nice. Hook me up. Okay, well, yeah, I think, because I don't want to keep you with your meeting, of course. I think we've asked, basically the people have asked already, or our friends have asked what they needed. And you know, Tails is a very big thing. I mean, you know, so it's 1 hour is really not enough to talk about stuff. But yeah, well, can we ask like a final message from you, Madam President?
Oh gosh. No, thank you to everyone who's joined. Thanks to everyone who is just, you know, we all have to come together during this time and help each other out and be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. Have a great drink today, and cheers to World Cocktail Day.
Yeah, I have to teach you. Yeah, I have to teach you one thing we are saying, because cheers is one word, right? Now here, when you've indulged already, I'm pretty sure in Tales, when you say that, we say tagay, hanggang,
Ooh, yes.
tagay, hanggang mamatay.
Tagay hanggang
Mamatay.
mamatay. I can't even see this.
So, tagay hanggang mamatay. That means drink till we die. So it's literally it means that.